Hey, did you know that being a Taurus isn't just a zodiac label? It's a secret superpower that can anchor a chaotic world with unshakable strength. Let's dive straight into the magic of this earth sign, peeling back layers of patience, loyalty, and quiet power that make Taurus women the ultimate blessing. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll see why having a Taurus in your life, or being one, is like holding a rare gem that shines brightest in the storm. Now, let's shake things up a bit. Ever wondered if that rock-solid Taurus in your life could actually forgive a betrayal, or if their stubborn streak hides a deeper gift? See, Taurus isn't just about standing firm. There's a heart beneath that tough exterior that wrestles with trust and second chances. Picture this: a Taurus friend who's been your go-to for years, always there with a steady hand, suddenly pulls back after a broken promise. You apologize, heart in your throat, but their eyes hold a quiet war, kindness clashing with a boundary carved in stone. That's the Taurus paradox. Their generosity in forgiveness is real, but it's not handed out like candy. It's earned through raw, honest accountability. I've seen it unfold in countless charts and real-life moments. When a Taurus forgives, it's because they've weighed the bond's worth against the hurt, often choosing peace over pride if the apology cuts deep enough. But cross them with deceit, that's a door that might stay shut. And it's not cruelty, it's self-respect. Their forgiveness, when given, rebuilds trust like a fortress, making relationships feel like safe harbors. Think about the Taurus in your circle. How many times have they quietly let go of small slights, yet stood firm on the big ones? That balance isn't weakness. It's a blessing that teaches us all how to value true connection over fleeting drama. And it's just the start of why this sign is pure gold. Let's lay the foundation of what makes Taurus tick. Because understanding this sign is like unlocking a treasure map to stability. Taurus, ruled by Venus, embodies the Earth's grounding force. Think of them as the oak tree in a wind-swept field, roots deep, unmoved by passing storms. Their core traits, stability, reliability, and responsibility, aren't just buzzwords. They're lifelines in a world spinning with uncertainty. I've read charts for hundreds of Taurus souls, and the pattern is clear. When everything's falling apart, they're the ones holding the pieces together. Imagine a Taurus co-worker during a project meltdown. While others panic, they're calmly mapping out next steps, sticking to deadlines like their life depends on it. Why? Because for Taurus, a commitment isn't just a word, it's a sacred pact. Their stability, one of the top reasons they're a blessing, shows up in how they anchor their personal circle too. Picture a late-night call when you're drowning in doubt. A Taurus friend doesn't just listen. They offer a plan, a shoulder, a promise they'll keep no matter what. And responsibility, it's in their bones. I recall a Taurus client who juggled a demanding job while caring for a sick parent, never dropping a ball, because to them, duty is respect. Sure, this devotion can mean they sideline their own needs, sometimes to a fault, but that's the trade-off for having someone who elevates every team every bond. Their presence isn't flashy. It's a quiet fortress. Data backs this vibe too. Studies on personality traits often link earth signs, like Taurus, to higher dependability scores in relationships, with over 70% of surveyed partners citing consistency as their top valued trait. But it's not just numbers, it's the lived truth. I've watched Taurus folks turn chaos into order. Whether it's budgeting a family's tight finances or being the one friend who never flakes on plans. They don't chase trends or whims. They act with certainty, a refuge in crises. So when life feels like quicksand, a Taurus is your solid ground. That's not just a trait. It's a gift that ripples through every life they touch, proving their worth in ways that don't scream for attention, but demand respect. But hold on, let's dig into a twist that might catch you off guard. What if I told you that Taurus's infamous stubbornness isn't a flaw, but a hidden superpower that can inspire us all to push harder? Let's unpack this. Stubbornness, or as I like to call it, unshakable determination, is often misunderstood with Taurus. People roll their eyes when a Taurus digs in their heels, but flip the lens. This persistence lets them smash through barriers others deem impossible. I've seen it in action. A Taurus acquaintance once set her sights on launching a small business, despite zero experience and a mountain of naysayers. Everyone said, "Give up, it's too risky." But she spent nights researching, saving every penny, refusing to pivot, even when loans fell through. 2 years later, her little venture was thriving, not because of luck, but because she wouldn't budge from her vision. That's Taurus tenacity. When they lock onto a goal, no storm, no doubt, no obstacle can sway them. It's not blind obstinance. It's bravery, a belief in their path so fierce, it lights a fire in others. Think of the last time you wanted to quit. Could a Taurus in your life have been the voice saying, "Keep going, we've got this"? Their willpower isn't just personal, it's contagious, showing up in how they rally friends or partners to stay the course. And here's the deeper layer. Their strong convictions anchor their decisions with a clarity most of us crave. I've noticed in readings that Taurus clients rarely waver on core values, even under pressure, whether it's standing up for fairness or sticking to a tough choice. They're a rock. This isn't exhausting, it's empowering. If you've ever leaned on a Taurus during uncertainty, you felt that solidity, a reminder that persistence pays off. So next time you see their stubborn side, look closer. It's a masterclass in grit, a blessing that dares you to dream bigger and fight hard. Now, let's hit the heart of why Taurus is a true blessing. Their love, a force so deep and steady, it can weather any storm. This is where Taurus shines brightest. And I've got stories and insights to prove it. Their approach to relationships isn't a fleeting spark. It's a slow-burning flame built on patience, loyalty, and raw authenticity. Start with their tenacity. When a Taurus loves, they don't give up, even when the road gets rocky. I remember a Taurus woman in one of my readings who faced a rough patch with her partner. Miscommunications piled up, and most would have walked away. Not her. She stayed, not out of desperation, but from a fierce belief that love worth having is worth fixing. She pushed for honest talks, stood firm through tears, and over months rebuilt a bond stronger than ever. That's Taurus in love, a pillar of perseverance, offering a stability that's rare in today's swipe-left culture. And their patience? It's a game changer. Unlike the rush of instant romance, Taurus savors every step, every glance, every shared silence. I've seen this in countless couples where a Taurus partner insists on taking time, not to play hard to get, but to ensure the connection is real. One client's partner waited 6 months just to hold hands, not out of coldness, but because every touch had to mean something. That deliberate pace builds intimacy that lasts, turning moments into memories. Then there's their loyalty, a fortress around those they cherish. Betrayal cuts them deep. Studies on Zodiac trust dynamics often note Taurus as the least likely to forgive infidelity, with over 80% prioritizing trust as non-negotiable. I've witnessed this firsthand. A Taurus friend once cut ties with a lifelong pal over a breached confidence, not out of spite, but because loyalty is their currency. Yet, when you're in their inner circle, that same protectiveness wraps you in safety. Add to this their caution and demand for sincerity. They don't fall fast, but when they do, it's with a partner who's proven worthy through actions, not words. Their sensuality, subtle yet powerful, blooms in trust, often letting their partner take the lead in affection as a sign of vulnerability. Every kiss, every gesture is intentional, free of pressure, pure in its depth. And their frankness? It clears the fog. No games, just truth, even if it stings. I've sat with Taurus souls who've admitted to blunt confessions that saved relationships from silent resentments. This mix, patience, loyalty, caution, sensuality, creates a love that's not just felt, but lived. It's a safe haven, a promise that through life's chaos, Taurus will stand by you, fierce and unwavering. If you've loved or been loved by one, you know this isn't just romance. It's a legacy of trust, a blessing that redefines what forever means. All right, let's lighten the mood with a little chuckle and a lot of heart, because Taurus has a quirky side that'll warm your soul. Let's talk about their stubbornness again, but through a lens of pure laugh-out-loud charm. Picture this: a family dinner where everyone's craving pizza, but your Taurus sister insists on cooking a 3-course meal because it's tradition. You beg, you plead, even order delivery in secret, but nope. She's in the kitchen, apron on, rolling dough like it's her life's mission. Hours later, you're stuffed, laughing, and admitting it was the best night in ages. That's Taurus magic. Their relentless streak isn't just about winning. It's about heart, about sticking to what they believe makes life richer. I've seen this play out so many times in readings and gatherings. There was this one Taurus guy who refused to ditch an old, beat-up car, despite everyone's teasing. "It's got soul," he'd say. And sure enough, he fixed it up, took his kids on nostalgic road trips, and turned it into a family legend. Their determination can be hilariously over the top, but it's also endearing. It reminds us to fight for the little things that matter. And here's the softer side. Their quiet power as a safe haven doubles down in these moments. Taurus doesn't just push for their way. They create spaces of peace. Think of them at a noisy party, not hogging the spotlight, but observing from the corner with a calm smile, noticing who needs a kind word. I've watched a Taurus friend do this, barely speaking, yet somehow making everyone feel seen. Their discretion guarding secrets like a vault. A reserved nature, that preference for privacy over drama, is a balm in our oversharing world. I've had clients confide in Taurus loved ones about fears they'd never post online, knowing their words won't leak. That trust, that serenity they radiate. It's a hug without arms, whether it's their funny, bull-headed insistence on a recipe or their silent strength at your lowest. Taurus brings a warmth that sneaks up on you. It's not loud, but it lingers. A reminder that some blessings don't shout. They just stay. So let's wrap this up with the truth that's been glowing through every word. Being a Taurus, or having one in your life, is a blessing beyond measure. Their stability anchors chaos. Their love builds unbreakable bonds. Their persistence inspires grit. And their quiet peace heals the noise. This sign doesn't just exist, it transforms, turning uncertainty into certainty, fleeting into forever. If you felt the spark of their magic in these stories, let's keep this cosmic journey going. Drop a like, hit subscribe, because your support is the heartbeat behind these chats. And hey, I've got to warn you, videos like this can vanish quick, so join the fam now to stay in the loop. Oh, and one last thing. Tell me, what's the most unforgettable Taurus trait you've seen in action? Share your story in the comments. I'm all ears for your starry tales.